Why did Pixar just make Woody bald? After one of the most emotional goodbyes in animation history, after walking away from Bonnie and choosing a new life in Toy Story 4, Woody is suddenly back. And not just back, he's different. When he tips his hat in the first teaser for Toy Story 5, there's no snake in his boot joke. There's no confident cowboy grin. There's a bald spot. And the other toys laugh. It's funny. But it's also strange. Because this isn't just a visual gag. It might be Pixar telling us something much bigger. About aging, relevance, and what happens when even your childhood heroes start showing wear. And that's where things get interesting. Woody's return. Undoing the goodbye. Let's be honest. Woody wasn't supposed to come back like this. At the end of Toy Story 4, he made the hardest choice of his life. He let Bonnie go. He let Buzz go. He walked away from the safety of a child's bedroom and chose freedom with Bo Peep. It was quiet. It was mature. Felt final. Fans were split. Some thought it was beautiful closure. Others felt it betrayed the core message of loyalty that defined the first 3 films. But no one expected Pixar to reverse course this quickly. And yet here he is. When the teaser dropped from Pixar, fans noticed something immediately. Woody is back with Buzz and Jessie. Back in Bonnie's orbit. Back in the old dynamic. So what happened? Did Woody realize freedom wasn't fulfilling? Did Bonnie need him again? Or is Pixar acknowledging something else? That the franchise itself wasn't ready to let him go? Because here's the reality. Woody isn't just a character. He's the emotional spine of the entire series. Without him, the story feels incomplete. And that bald spot. It's almost like Pixar saying, he's back, but he's not the same. But that wasn't the only signal hidden in that teaser. The bald spot, a joke, or a warning. The moment lasts seconds. Woody tips his hat. The toys stare. Trixie jokes that someone needs a brown marker. Forky chimes in. Lily Pad laughs. What are you, some sort of old man toy? Everyone laughs. But pause there. Old man toy. That line hits differently. Woody has always represented tradition. He's stitched fabric in a world of plastic. He's old-fashioned in a digital era. He believes in loyalty, rules, purpose. And now Pixar is literally showing physical wear. That bald patch isn't random. It's visual storytelling. For nearly 30 years, this franchise has grown up with its audience. The kids who watched the original in 1995 are now adults, parents, some approaching middle age. And now Woody is aging too. Is Pixar mirroring us? Or is this something more meta, commentary on the franchise itself? 5 films is rare air in animation. Sequels risk fatigue. Nostalgia can turn into overexposure. And suddenly, the cowboy who once symbolized timeless childhood magic is being teased for looking outdated. It's funny on the surface. But beneath that joke might be the most self-aware moment the franchise has ever had. And that leads directly into the real conflict of this film. Tech versus toys. The modern threat. The teaser hints at something bigger than a cosmetic gag. Bonnie is being pulled away by tech. That word matters. In earlier films, the threats were simple. Being replaced by newer toys. But now, the enemy might not be another toy at all. Might be screens, tablets, digital companions. Modern childhood looks different than it did in 1995. Kids spend more time with devices than dolls. Fewer backyard adventures. More algorithms. If Toy Story 5 is positioning tech as the antagonist, that's not just clever, it's timely. Woody isn't just aging. He's competing with something that doesn't wear out, doesn't get scuffed, doesn't lose stitching. He's competing with perfection. And if Bonnie is drifting toward that digital world, the emotional stakes skyrocket. Because now the toys aren't just fighting for attention. They're fighting for relevance. And who feels that more than Woody? But here's where it gets complicated. Because if Woody feels outdated, what does that mean for Buzz? Woody and Buzz. Brotherhood under pressure. The bickering is back. That alone tells you something. After 4 films of evolution, of rivalry turning into brotherhood, The teaser shows them snapping at each other again. That classic tension, that spark. But this time it doesn't feel playful. Feels layered. Buzz has always been the symbol of innovation. When he arrived in the first film, he was the new shiny thing. Laser lights, voice box, wings. Woody feared replacement. Now the world has moved beyond even Buzz. If tech is the new favorite, both of them are outdated. Both of them are legacy toys. And that shared vulnerability could either bring them closer or fracture them in a new way. Because here's the uncomfortable question. If Bonnie doesn't need Woody anymore, does she need Buzz either? Suddenly the rivalry isn't about leadership. It's about survival. And that tension might push their bond to its breaking point. But Pixar didn't just bring back the old guard. They introduced someone new. Lily Pad and the next generation. Enter Lily Pad. Voiced by Greta Lee. She immediately feels like part of the next wave. Observant. Playfully ruthless with her jokes. When she calls Woody old, it's delivered with a smile. But it lands. She represents something fresh. Something modern. Possibly even more adaptable than Woody and Buzz. And Forky, voiced again by Tony Hale, continues to embody existential comedy. He was literally trash turned toy. Commentary on purpose and identity. So what's Pixar doing here? They're blending eras. Classic characters with visible wear. New characters with sharper edges. A digital threat hovering in the background. Feels less like a simple sequel and more like a transition chapter. Almost like Pixar asking, who carries this world forward? And if this is a passing of the torch moment, Woody's bald spot suddenly feels symbolic again. But here's the bigger question. Is this the final ride? Is this the end of Toy Story? Franchises don't last forever. But Toy Story isn't just a franchise. It's the foundation of modern animation. The film that put Pixar on the map. The series that matured alongside its audience. Every installment felt like closure. Toy Story 3 felt definitive. The furnace scene. The goodbye to Andy. Then came Toy Story 4. Another emotional farewell. Now a fifth. At what point does continuation become contradiction? Some fans worry about sequel fatigue. Others are thrilled for more time with these characters. And financially, Pixar knows nostalgia still sells. But creatively, this one feels different. Aging. Relevance. Digital takeover. Brotherhood under strain. These aren't light themes. They feel like reflections on legacy. And if Woody's physical wear mirrors the franchise itself, then maybe this isn't about extending the story. Maybe it's about confronting time. Because toys don't just fear being replaced. They fear being forgotten. And that's a far heavier emotion than any previous villain. The emotional core. Growing up again. Here's what makes this franchise special. It was never really about toys. It was about us. Andy growing up. Letting go. Moving on. Pain of change. The beauty of memory. Now Bonnie might be stepping into that same phase. But in a world flooded with technology. Woody's bald spot is funny. But it's also a reminder. Everything ages. Everything changes. Even the stories we thought were timeless. And if this film truly leans into that, if it explores what it means to become outdated in a rapidly evolving world, it could be the most emotionally mature chapter yet. Because what if Woody's biggest enemy isn't tech? What if it's irrelevance? And what happens when the thing you were created for no longer exists? That's not a kid's question. That's an adult one. And Pixar knows exactly who's sitting in theaters now. So yes, Woody is bald. And yes, the toys laugh. But beneath the joke might be Pixar's boldest move yet, admitting that even icons change. Maybe Toy Story 5 isn't just another adventure. Maybe it's a reflection on aging, on digital takeover, on what happens when childhood heroes start showing wear. 'Cause the cowboy is back. But this time he's not pretending he's brand new. And that honesty, that might be the most powerful story they've told yet.
Thank you, my viewer. I hope you keep it here on my channel for more discoveries on all the celebrities' untold journeys. Like, comment, and subscribe on Hajararama channel. Thank you so much.